Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. 8, read. Hey, exit. Check 59. Mike is 52.
On 1st and 10, Powell. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Coming after you. Say. General West. Shoot.
From the gun to give to Henderson.
Ooh, he's gone.
Despite a great move.
No, he was about to be gone.
Up there, it'll be 2nd and 4.
Thought we get a little jangly up there before that last play call, and then once it happened, I was like, oh, because it feels like almost a missed golden opportunity to take a shot in that position.
You think 1st and 5, maybe you go for a little more than a short run?
Almost a free down.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Oh, man.
On the double. Mike 5-4. I got it. No. 6-6. Pull it high. Squeeze. You got tight right there. He's coming. Go.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation.
Hey, babe.
How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Hey, Alpha. 56 is the mic. I got one. Deep grip.
From the gun, Powell. Got his man complete over the middle. It's 4th. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe?
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check. Two.
Mostert. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Like 20. Not today, you are. Not today.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Watch out. 1, Omaha.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
He's coming. Double up.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And down to the 16-yard line. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 16-yard line. Nothing fancy there. A little smash mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
X3, 218, jump.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This for his running back, McCoy. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
10-2 start. 61, match box, light. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Hit it.
To throw on second down, Howell. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Boy.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Let's get off the field. Jim. Mike 5'9". I got you.
Off the play fake. Howell. And he'll go down.
Get rid of the ball.
20-yard line.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Go ahead.
Now Mostert. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Okay. Lucky.
Here we go. Black 80. They're going to need some therapy after this. Hey, check Mike 50.
On play action, it's Garoppolo.
Oh,
And
that should have
be
been
incomplete.
picked.
A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to
Sitting
force
under that.
incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Joker. Lock.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it. Not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
We go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game.
Oh, that's pass interference. Come on, give it to me.
End zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Second down, it's Henderson. And down he'll go at the 25. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you're in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell, he finds McCoy, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. This quarterback now.
Look, it's coming along, baby, coming along.
In the early going, 8 of 10, it's 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
56, the mark, boy, 56, check 56.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Man, touch the ball.
Second down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Howell. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So second and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
50. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Garoppolo in the offense with a first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Mike 50. 12, fellas, here we go. Go. Back.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half
defense,
and
you know,
get
Bo.
on out and talk about it.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
All that,
We'll see if they can pick it up.
Oh, here we go. Back to the fun stuff.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking deep downfield. He's got
Oh,
it.
my God.
And this is going to wind
I'm
up
finna
incomplete.
say.
The coverage
Man, we
there too
right
strong
there
on the
on
deep
that.
ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
I'm going to run you over. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You remember me? You remember me? Hey, Delta. Here we go.
And the blitz does come. Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Let's go. Do it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
Oh, my goodness. Come on.
Not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game.
Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A good pickup, 17 yards.
Let's go back to the other defense.
First down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Man, come on.
Here, he lost the football.
Man,
And now this
that is such BS, man. That's such BS.
20, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Howell airing it out deep for Woods. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Woods, the intended receiver. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Bang, 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 bang. Do.
Here's Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw, and Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Pick it up, guys, pick it up.
This is Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Come on, cover 2 man. Here it is. Already know.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And that'll set them back 5.
Should've.
Outlaw. Hey, check. What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right. Hey, high 7. Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Howell. That's taken in by Henderson. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down. Howell. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. To throw on third down. Howell. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. I'm coming for you, 27. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
On fourth down, Howell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deep forward. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
You don't want it. Check 31. Check 31. Check 37. Check 37. 13.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
It is caught right at the 10-yard line. 15 yards through the air.
Why are you even in the inside?
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 52. Hey, alert. Alert. Alert.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation. You're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
You got it. You got it.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. On the crossing route, complete. That's Ford. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Let's go.
On 1st down, Howell. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Howell. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Go. Hey, Alpha. Hey. Check right 54. Right 54. Ready?
From the gun, Howell. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Bravo.
On 4th down, Howell.
Man, catch the ball. Come on.
Picked up at the 22. We know that the rookie's going to go to a top target like that often. That time, though, maybe a little telegraphed.
And that's not unusual because you do tend to lock in on one of your better players, and when under duress, when in doubt, you're going to throw the ball in his direction because oftentimes you could be wrong, but that receiver will make you right. But it won't happen every time. Good defenders know this, and they get attracted to the football.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
3 down, 3 down. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Undercrunch. Under 10.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
It's just me and you.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 48. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Check. That's no us. 12.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it wasn't really always critical.